Ahoy, Ragamuffins! Jamie here, and thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through today's workout. Today, I have an upper body strength workout planned for you. We're going to be doing one exercises 3 times in a row. So 45 seconds, 35 seconds, 25 seconds, each time with a 20-second rest break or transition time in between. It's going to be fun. As far as equipment goes, you're going to be needing a wall or platform or mat for plank work. Anything goes for that. I'm going to be all options in the different beginner, intermediate, and advanced ones. And then as far as set of dumbbells, I'm using between 5 to 15 pounds today. Remember, you use something that feels doable yet challenging for you today because we're working on strength. The timer and I are just guides. You know your body better than I do. Take a break whenever you need it. All right, grab your towel, grab your water bottle, and let's get started, Ragamuffins. All right, 5 seconds here. We're gonna start with a standing step tap, side to side, opening up the chest, getting the body warm, opening up the back, and then crossing over that right, left hand as we step side to side. Getting ready for this upper body session. Movement for more, because you were made for more. 10 seconds. And take this however you want. Sorry, I was including that step, but maybe you want to be here, side to side. You can do that as well. Air squats coming up, knees aligned with toes, bending knees, and coming up all the way to a stand, bending and standing. If you want, you can touch your bottom onto something supported like a chair, and as you touch it, rise back up. If you have that option available to you, a chair or a bench, something like that, it may help you feel more comfortable as you come down, weight in the heels, coming back up. Side to side punches, we're going to take our hands here and have a nice alternating step as we punch side to side here. So side, breathing. And if you want, you can add a little bit of an underhand. Play with it a little bit. Side to side. If you want, add a little bit of a rotation there, lifting the heels up. And you can keep your gaze forward. You can move your gaze side to side. Low impact jacks. We're going to start with the lower body first. So side to side here, stepping. And then we're going to add the upper body. So maybe we do elbows, full hands, or maybe you add a little bit of a hop. You know your body better than I do. You know your knees better than I do. If you want to add a little bit of a hop, go ahead and, do so. Standing up and lifting. Good. Or stepping to the side. All right, we got an upper body workout coming up. So we're gonna get those arms, blood flowing, moving in a reverse cyclical motion. I was gonna say cycle, and now bringing it forward, moving those arms forward. So bringing them back and then moving them forward. You determine the speed. Maybe you want to come into an alternating swimmer. That's also fun, kind of a fun movement to do. Or here. All right, squats to sunny. So we're coming into a knee bend here, opening up our arms as we come all the way up to that standing position. Breathing, coming down and slowly opening up our arms. Hopefully you feel this kind of full body movement. I said slowly, and then I did the next move really fast. It's like slowly. Bend, knee bend, come up, open, 2 and 1. All right, getting ready to work out. I got my weights right by me. I got the wall right by me. We're gonna come and start with a dumbbell curl. So I have 2 weights here. This can be done standing, this can be done seated. My palms are facing the TV, the recording. My palms are facing front, maybe that's what I'm saying. And we're gonna come into a dumbbell curl. So here, my knees are soft and I'm lifting up and then slowly lowering down. If at any point you want, you can come into an alternating curl. Maybe you want one to rest for a little bit, because this one is 45 seconds. We do 3 sets, 3 reps of each exercise, sets of each exercise coming up. And if you want, you can add a press. We're gonna play with it a little bit, maybe add a little different motion with that. If not, stick with that curl. up and slowly bringing it back down, because we're bringing it back down with control. That's good. All right, resting, take whatever you need for that 20-second rest break. Again, you know you can take a rest break whenever you need. Grab a drink of water whenever you need. 10 seconds, and then we got 35 seconds on the docket. Coming into that curl. All right, here we go. Bilateral curls. My knees are soft. I'm down here because sometimes people will come and kind of want to force the weight up this way, and you want to stay body stable, lifting up something challenging yet doable if you're working on strength today. That's what I always like to say as far as like picking weights, challenging yet doable, so that you're able to keep the form and not flail. Down and up. Breathing, nice job, and slowly back down with control. Good. All right, 20 seconds, and then we have our last set of the bicep curls. Lifting up and slowly lowering down. I have a stick over here, it comes in my mic. Hello. Okay, Jamie can get a little loopy sometimes. Palms up, 3 seconds. Coming up and lowering down. Lift, 25 seconds. And all the way down. Again, you can come into that alternating piece. You can come into a break if you'd like. Maybe you want to increase the weights. Maybe you want to lower the weights. So that's something that's always an option too when you have a couple sets of each exercise coming up. Ooh, good. Put those weights down. Now we're going to come into a supported row, a right-left supported row. So I'm going to have one weight in my hand, and I'm going to support myself on something, maybe a chair, maybe a countertop, whatever it is about hip level for you. My shoulder blade is down and back, pulling down and back in my back pocket, and then I'm going to bend my elbow back as I pull that weight up. So in this supported row, I have my core engaged, and I'm going to switch you in about 5 seconds to the other side. So what we're going to do here is, as I pull back, lift, I'm going to switch and then support myself on that other side. So now I'm getting the right arm down and pulling here. If maybe you don't have a couch, maybe you want to hold on to the wall and support, we just need that gravity down so we can pull back and focus on the back there. Because if we're here, that's going to get the shoulder. We need to come down here and focus on that posterior shoulder, actually, and back. Good. Take a little bit of a break. What I do sometimes for people is I'll put, well, I work with people virtually now, but pretend that there's something in between your shoulder blades that you're trying to pinch, like a marker or something like that. So we're going to do the second round of the supported row, and now we're going to switch it half so it'll be a little bit quicker. Pulling back and down, slowly lowering down and pull back. Breathing. Inhale, good, and exhale. Nice work. I'm going to switch in 2 and 1. I'm going to support myself on that other side. I like to show you multiple ways to do things. So I'm supporting myself on the wall and coming up anytime, taking that rest break. Coming back down. Pull, squeeze, shoulder blades down and back. Good. All right, last time with that supported row. I'm going to come, we're going to switch at about 10 seconds this time. So sure, body is feeling a little bit maybe fatigued by now. So supported, core engaged, hinged at the hip. 2, oh, there we go, 2 and 1. I always get that timer wrong. Pulling back and coming back. One thing you want to be aware of is that you don't let the weight kind of pull your shoulder out of socket. Shoulder stays down and back here and pull. I can let that happen sometimes. 2 and 1. Switch. See, you can even support yourself on your own body if that feels okay for you while keeping that core engaged. Pull back, squeeze, and down. Good. 20 seconds. We're going to come into a wood chopper. So this is a rotation exercise here. I'm going to give you lots of options for this, kind of ending with the wood chopper. So rotation here, knees side to side. We take that one weight, we're rotating here. This is option 1. We're working on that core rotation. Option 2, we're coming up to shoulder, coming down to hip. You see how I'm kind of lifting my heel? Option 3, you're lifting all the way up. And this is gonna be the same thing that we did for that last one, where I'm gonna switch you at half. So we're going right and left. See how my elbows are bending like I'm throwing something over my shoulder and then chopping it down. 2 and 1. Switching sides. Remember, you can be here, you can be here, you can be here, lifting up. Elbows are soft and bent. Heels are bending as I lift up and bring it back down. Good. Up and across. 3 and 1. All right, right and left wood chopper. Now we're gonna make it a little bit quicker. I'm gonna grab a different weight so that I can show you just a couple options with smaller weights here. So side to side, weight is just off my chest. I have here, I'm kind of rotating for this option. Option 1, option 2, I'm gonna come down and lift, bring it to my shoulder. Option 3, I'm bringing it all the way above my shoulder. So I'm lifting it up, core engaged and down. Good. And then now we're gonna switch at half, switching, coming to that other side. See how my heel is lifting, my core is engaged, but I'm not hinging back like that or arching my back as I come up. My core is strong as I come down. And exhale on the way down. 20 seconds, we're gonna come into that other side, and this switch is gonna be even quicker. So we're gonna have about 10 seconds on each side. So I'm braced here. Remember, here we go, option 1, option 2, down and up. I'm hardly lifting my heels in this piece. Option 3, lift and lower. Chop. See why it's called wood chopper? Ha! Chopping wood. I saw that wood chopper the other day. Mr. Brandon chopping wood. All right, 10 seconds. And down. A little backyard fire. That was fun. 2 and whoo. All right, next we got the incline push-up. So for the incline push-up, you can use a wall, you can use a countertop, the back of a couch. I'm gonna show you 2 options on a wall first. My hands are across from my chest. My elbows are bending down this way, not out to the side, down, kind of making a V. My heels are slightly up. I'm coming down as if my face is gonna hit the wall. I know that might sound a little bit uncomfortable. And then I'm breathing out as I exhale and push away from the wall. Now, if I want to take it a bit lower, let's say a platform or a couch, maybe the back of a couch or the front, maybe a little bit more compliant there. I'm coming down and exhaling as I push away from the couch, but still my elbows are in this fashion here, in that V, and down. I'm going to show you an optional tabletop next round, and that's going to be on the ground. So we have the wall option, the platform or bench, kind of a little bit lower, and obviously all in between. So the first one I'll start with in the next round is I'll go to the wall, and then I'm going to come down for a tabletop position, meaning 4 posts on the ground. If you're interested in coming to the ground, you'll have a mat out. If not, no worries. Stay on the tabletop, stay on the wall. On the platform. Exhale. You should be feeling it in the chest here. Now, in the tabletop position, I have my hands across from my shoulders. My knees are bent and they're below my hips. I'm coming down still in that V position, but my forehead is about to touch the ground because I'm hinging at the hip. My core is engaged. I'm kind of forming that V formation with the hip down and up. Exhaling 5 seconds. Sometimes the wall will hurt people's wrists, so I've had people put padding underneath to just not have as much wrist extension in that position on the wall. All right, last one here. We're gonna come into a platform. I have this bench here. I just had to close my water bottle because I left it open. Exhale, and then if I, push onto it, it'll probably spill all over the place. And that'll happen in the middle of the video, in the middle of filming. So remember to take that break anytime you need it. You'll see me kind of walking around, breaking anytime Timer and I are just guides. You can walk around with me. Awesome, awesome job. We're gonna get ready to cool down together. You all did so good. Because remember, motion is lotion, movement for flexibility, movement for quickness and patience, step tap, side to side. Movement for more. You are made for more. Coming into this cool down, step tap, side to side, and breathing. Maybe you have a little bit of a neck movement motion here, side to side, ear to shoulder. Good. All right, 3 seconds, coming into a side to side stretch, reaching up and over, lifting up and over, inhale, breathe up and over. So I like to support my hip and side stretch, breathe up and over. Anytime, roll wrists, breathe, good. And up. And break. Nice job. Coming into chest and back stretch. So I'm going to open up my back, coming forward, kind of like I'm giving a big, big bear hug. That's an interesting thing, right? I would never want to hug a bear. I mean, if they didn't have claws and teeth and didn't have their natural animal instincts, maybe. Okay. Hands, palms up, and here. So chest, opening up chest, opening up back. We're going between the two. Opening up chest, opening up back. Right shoulder, I'm going to place my palm on a wall and turn towards my shoulder. So I'm getting this stretch right here. I'm turning towards the shoulder, getting that stretch. Sometimes people have this capability where they can do this. I actually really like this wall stretch where I turn my body into it and I can really focus on getting that shoulder stretched out. 2 and 1. Coming into the other side, so I find another wall where I feel supported. Anything about this height, you can even hold on to a counter here. It's just going to get kind of a different angle. So here, crossing or moving into the wall, or moving into the body, like into your body, into the wall. Good. And breathing. 2 and 1. All right, coming into right and left hip flexor, standing back. I hold on to a wall for support. I tuck my hip, engage the glute. So I step back, my hip is up, but you really want to make sure you have that tuck portion so you're getting the front of the hip. And then we're going to switch, coming into the other side, step back, tuck that pelvis, tuck that pelvis under. Nice job. Breathing. 2 and 1. Right and left hamstring, hold on to something for support. Come into that hip hinge and toe up. Hip hinge, getting the back of the leg as you come forward. In that hip hinge, toe is up. In this one, so in that hip flexor one, you're kind of trying to flatten out your back, and in this one, you're trying to arch your back. That's going to get you a little bit more of that hamstring stretch. Last one, inner thigh stretch, coming down and rolling, opening up. So side to side. If this is not happening, you can come side here, hold on to a countertop and open up that thigh and open up, holding on. I'm holding on to something right here. Open up that thigh. Side to side. 1. Awesome, awesome job, Ragamuffins. Great job with that upper body workout. Thank you so much for joining me in today's movement session. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, movement for more, movement for strength, movement for flexibility, movement for more. You were made for more. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.